at the Future of Trust Summit in the Hall of Knights in The Hague, the Netherlands, startups, scientists, corporates, governments, regulators, students and experts from many different fields discuss many complex challenges. They serve as peer-reviewed input for the biggest hackathon in Europe.
Well, the Future of Trust Summit is a kick-off event for the whole hackathon season. As what we could see from the last hackathon, we had amazing results, and it's good to be here to see what the challenges are for the next hackathon.
Here you have massive involvement from civil society and a good integration with, for example, academia. So I think it's a broader based push and it's definitely one of the most exciting blockchain startup ecosystems in the world.
From a global and international perspective, I would say it is one of the first and the best and unique ones that I've actually attended so far in terms of bringing all the stakeholders together in one place.
So I think that the ecosystem provides these gatherings that allow for maximum knowledge extraction and exchange, and allow as well for you to connect to many other people that could potentially help you or that you could potentially help them.
I think we are in a good flow, bring in the right people, and we are happy to co-host this as the Ministry of Interior. Well, I expect that the process will be as vibrant as last year, at least. And I hope we can bring in new partners, new people that join this group of bright people that want to contribute to our society. And that's my real hope.
Even on the government level, because we are not out of society, we are in society, using experience of companies, of startups to bring in this type of applications and innovations.
We think we compete and that we are competitive, but we forgot that we are super cooperators, that we exist because we cooperate. So we have to believe in ourselves and our ability to collaborate, work for commons, for common good. The way how capital now works in technology is very dangerous. It's quarterly figures, it's shareholders' value, and that is threatening our sovereignty, our dignity, our privacy. We have to find ways to foster this commons in order also to trust our technologies.
Yeah, if we create the commons, then we can create a new balance between the public sector, and the private sector.
So commonization allows us to allocate resources in a way that works for us without creating a sort of feed-forward loop that is necessarily going to break in some way or another, just out of finiteness.
We need everyone that can play a role in the solution to be enabled and empowered to do so. These powerful tools are part of what we call the commons. They can be used by everyone and at the same time are owned by no one. In this way, each new protocol unlocks a new open market, but more importantly, it unlocks completely new ways of working together on a global scale.
So if you look at the World Wide Web, a lot of businesses were found on top of that infrastructure, right? And the same thing happens with these commonized infrastructures. Actually, there is more business to be done if that infrastructure is owned by no one and can be used by everyone, instead of having one entity owning that structure as a monopoly.
Well, I think it's important that it's international and that it's connected and that we're bringing together, on the one hand, developers, on the other hand, business and the government and academia, all these parties that you need to develop this further. I think that's probably the most important.
Oh, there should be all kinds of marvelous stuff there, right? I mean, I don't know what is going to come out of that, but that's why they call it innovation.
I know we're here with the right people and the right technology and the right governance structures. There will come something out of this hackathon that's going to blow your minds.
In April 2019, 100 teams will co-create for 48 hours with our partners and stakeholders to find breakthrough solutions that serve global ecosystems. Together, we discover our common future by actually building it. Let's connect, co-create, commonize.